spun in third. Check it out, we got some fresh new tires on the car. Michelin Pilot Sport 5s all round, because I got Pilot Sport 5s on the front about half a year ago, and they've been good. They've been really good tires. I had the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s before, and they were amazing tires, given I went from, I think, budget tires at the time to the PS4s, and just a night and day difference, especially in the wet. But now I've got PS5s all round, because I had a nail puncture. There was no repairing it because it was in the sidewall. So normally I think when you get a nail or, you know, any object in your tire and it's like in this region near the sidewall or in the actual sidewall, you ain't repairing the tire. It is done for. And in my case, thankfully the tire that got the nail in was actually more or less on its way out, so they kind of needed replacing anyway. It just kind of made me pull the trigger a little earlier to replace the tires. But yeah, man, it's without a doubt been like a night and day difference going from the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s that had no tread left in the winter time to Michelin Pilot Sport 5s, brand new tires. When I corner now, the rear of the car doesn't give way, like, at all. It stays planted, and, you know, it's confidence inspiring when you're driving. And this morning was like -5 degrees outside. It's pretty cold, it's pretty icy. The windows in the Scirocco still open, I think just barely. For those of you that own a Scirocco, you know what things can be like with these cars when they're frozen. Your windows might not open, or if you do get the door open, you might not be able to close your door. Yeah, that's just one of the many great features of owning a Scirocco. But nevertheless, data logs is another thing we finally got done.
It's only 22 on the intake.
It's been forever since we've done data logs. And a few days ago, right before I put the tires on, I went to Peterborough, I went to Anglia Performance Centre to see Bart, and at last, we done some data logs on this car. Since we installed the front mount intercooler, done the whole conversion, it's been amazing since. There's been zero overheating, zero temperature issues. It's been phenomenal. And I do actually have some data I can share with you guys regarding the front mount intercooler conversion using 3 different setups. So the first one in red you see is the stock water cooler integrated inside of the intake manifold setup. The one in orange is us running the stock integrated water cooler in conjunction with a front mount air-to-air intercooler, both of them working at the same time, trying to keep the charged air temperatures as low as possible. And then finally in the yellow, we have the air-to-air front mount intercooler on its own, after we blocked off the integrated water cooler and just removed it from the equation and just ran the air-to-air intercooler on its own. As you can clearly see, the air-to-air intercooler on its own performed by far the best. Now, the reason the temperature data on screen is with the temperature over ambient is because I ran the tests at different points throughout the year. Now, these are average numbers based on a whole bunch of runs. We ran, I think, in 4th gear from 2,000 to 3,000 RPM up to about 7,000 RPM through the whole rev range for about 15 seconds, full boost, and gathered some numbers. All the data here is peak temperatures, okay? It's not averages, it's not like a medium, no, it's the peak temperature reached inside of the intake manifold, and also we have the bottom chart for the before the throttle body. However, the data inside of the intake manifold is more relevant here. So we went from 31.8 Celsius above ambient with the water cooler system on its own, which isn't great because in the summertime, say it's 30 degrees outside, our intake temps are above 60. Not a good time. Not good for performance at all. Then if you take a look at the second set of results, the stock water cooler with the front mount air-to-air intercooler at the same time, 2 cooling systems, we dropped about 5 to 6, maybe 7 Celsius, which is better, still not great. Then when we blocked off the water cooler and just ran the air-to-air front mount intercooler on its own, we achieved by far the best results. 13.5 Celsius above ambient. Incredible. Say it's like 30 degrees outside, peak summertime. You know, that's kind of as hot as it's really gonna get throughout the UK. Maybe 40, and we would still be good. I would highly recommend the front mount intercooler conversion for anyone with this engine, especially if you push in a lot of boost. But with this, you kind of solve that problem. I've been speaking to the tuner just a moment ago, and I think he's putting the file together now. We're getting the pops and bangs taken off, okay? They've slightly been driving me crazy. Pops and bangs, I can appreciate in moderation. You ideally need a button or something, some toggle to turn them off and on. Because when you have them constantly going, it's too much. And I've had this map with the pops and bangs on for maybe half a year now. And as much as I do love them, as much as they put a smile on my face, we're gonna tone things down a lot. I've asked the tuner, eTuners Columbia, if you guys want remote remapping for your car, proper remapping, not just like a generic file. Hit the guy up. That's who's been tuning my car. He's gonna put an overrun map, like a proper one, where when you let go of the throttle, there's a little bit of popping and banging, nothing crazy, hopefully. But yeah, just a little bit of something, because that I feel like is like a nice, subtle pop and bang map, I suppose. We should definitely be a little bit closer to 300 horsepower. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's been a while. Well, I don't think we've done any logs since we've done the front mount intercooler.
No.
And I'm certain we've dropped boost because of all the...
You're not gonna drop boost as such, you still create the same. But you're gonna have a bit of a drop in delivery, a bit more of a luck, because he has to fill a bit of bigger void.
Got it, okay.
1.8 bar, no problem.
1.8?
Do it. It's only 22 on the intake. Me, like frozen.
Is that enough logs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
We got remap number... I do wonder if that's accurate. Is this remap actually number 15, or are we more on like 25? So last night we put the map on the car and I was impressed. I was very impressed. This map is insane. I checked it. We're doing 400 Newton meters, or just shy of 400. It is crazy. So I'm gonna do second gear. The car's warmed up a bit now. The torque steer is... Bro, this is crazy. We got the torque steer back. It kind of snakes around the road a little bit again. More than ever before. So shout out to eTuners Motorsport in Colombia. My lord, this is a sick map. We're gonna do another set of logs. He sent me a list of parameters to check, and we'll see if we can push it a little further. We're gonna maybe try aim for 425 Newton meters, which is maybe above what the stock conrods can handle, but that'll be the limit of the stock conrods for sure. Like, we're gonna have to forge the engine if we want to go any more than that. Already this is probably risky territory because we're borderline 400 Newton meters right now. We're boosting to, I think, 2 bar of boost as well. This is awesome. I'll do another little pull in second gear. It nearly spun in third, bro. It spins up in second. Even in third gear, it literally nearly span up in third. It's never ever done that before. This is the only map where third gear might actually make the tires spin. Sick, absolutely sick. But the next one, we're gonna go do more logs, put another map on the car, and then I'll do draggy results, put the car on a dyno, why not? See how much of an impact this front mount intercooler setup has really made. And of course some better tuning, but we weren't really able to push the car too much further without this intercooler, because our air intake temps were just skyrocketing. But now that ain't the problem. The conrods are the new problem. They're gonna bend. See you guys in the next one.